The Eastern Cape Microsoft Digital and Virtual Innovation Hub project is part of an initiative, which is the Global Skilling Initiative that Microsoft has initiated globally, which is aimed at reaching about 25 million people worldwide. And where it comes from the Eastern Cape, it comes out of engagements that the current sitting Premier, Mr. Oscar Mabuyane, had with Ambassador Lana Marx during the COVID pandemic. And one of the challenges that we're facing at that stage was the changing landscape around the economy and how we're struggling to actually reach ordinary people with the message around COVID. And out of those deliberations came this project, and Microsoft, together with the Eastern Cape Provincial Government, then signed an agreement in December 2020. And the agreement really has got three areas of focus. And the first one is skilling for youth. And we all know the challenges that we're facing with a youth that is not in school, youth that is not in employment, and youth that is not in training. And these are young people that have got, I would say, a fair share of understanding digital platforms, but their skills around digital platforms are not at the point where these skills that they have in making use of their smartphones give them access to the economy. So the whole point around that one area of skilling for youth is about just making sure that we take advantage of the fact that just about 1 in every 4 young people that you have, whether they're employed or not, they do know how to use a smartphone and they do have an access to a smartphone. So this is one area of focus. The second area of focus is skilling for the community, which is just a broad community members. And in a province such as the Eastern Cape with high illiteracy levels, this is a push, because it's a push towards ensuring that we don't leave our people behind. And how do we do so? We make sure that those who can be able to access any digital platform have got access to online education, which is given to them, I would say, for free. Because with the Microsoft community training platform, if you can see behind me, is that platform that allows people to register on a portal, and they can start getting access to courses that introduces them to computers, which most people will get this kind of learning when they get to high school or when they get to university. If you grew up in my time, you would have attended Computer 101 or End User Computing 101. And those courses that we paid for then, we've now made them available online. And all somebody has to do is to register, and they can start learning on what is in a computer, what is a keyboard, what is a mouse. And we then introduce them to end user computing, which is Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft SharePoint, and all these programs that most people actually utilize in order to do their business on a day-to-day basis. We're now bringing them to every citizen of the Eastern Cape for free. And all we're just basically asking is people to just register, and they start attending these courses. And these courses have been, through this partnership we have with Microsoft, been now made available for free. The second or the third area of focus is now skilling for SMMEs. And with SMMEs, we're talking about engaging ICT companies in the Eastern Cape, and already we've put about 16 SMMEs and boarded them on this program, which makes sure that they become part of a training program with Microsoft, where they become empowered to be Microsoft partners. And that one is on a professional tire, and that program is focused on SMMEs. But what's actually also good is that part of the Microsoft community program also allows every other SMME, every other business owner who wants to understand how they can make use of digital platforms or how can they make use of computers to run their businesses better, we have a full course that is targeted for entrepreneurs. Again, it's made available for free and it's on the platform. And the platform is found on Kauleza PMO, and we have the platforms that are available. If you visit www.exec.org, you can then be able to access the links through that platform, and you can actually get access to these. Then the last element, focus area, is around skilling for government officials. And this one is again targeted at people that work for government, because we don't want to say because people work for government they're digitally savvy. We don't want to say because people work for government they've got sufficient digital skills. We want to be able to move the entire province forward, even as we committed to Vision 2030, which in there, one of the core pillars and the core goals of Vision 2030 was to make sure that as the Eastern Cape, we have an educated citizenry. And we can't then encourage government officials to push an agenda for education if they themselves are not part of the process of being empowered in order to make sure that they empower community members. So if you look at the entire program, Zwanga, the program has got a high school initiative, and where we start from grade 10 up to grade 12, and we take schools in terms of teachers and learners to be part of understanding how to use online platforms for learning. And the next program is Artificial Intelligence University, and already we've partnered with the University of Fort Hare. We've also partnered with the Walter Sisulu University, and they offer and they are part of our program for Artificial Intelligence University. Then the next level is the one that I referred to for entrepreneurs, which is the SMEs. We have a program for community. So the entire program and the partnership with Microsoft on ensuring that we change the Eastern Cape from a digital literacy perspective as a whole does not miss anyone in the community. So it doesn't matter whether you are someone who's got basic computer skills, who wants to elevate their skills, they can make use of the Cloud Society in a Box, which is also behind me. It's another portal where we can be able to train network engineers, administrators, app developers, and the Cloud Society in a Box offer those particular skills. And all what we're basically saying to community members is that this material is available online for you for free, but once you are competent and you feel that you are ready to write an exam, we can then at that point see how we can support you, because you will then be required to come up with an exam fee, and you write an exam, you get certified. But if you are unable to come up with those exam fee, at that point, we're still willing to help as part of the ongoing programs of assisting our communities as the Eastern Cape Provincial Government. That's the program in a nutshell. This is our contribution towards making sure that the Eastern Cape changes for the better, that we focus on digital literacy as we also attending to other programs around how do we improve the literacy levels from basic schooling to higher education. Now we're saying over and above those education initiatives, we're bringing to you digital literacy, and it's available to you on your hand, on your smartphone, on a computer at work, on a computer in a car, in an internet cafe. We're talking to such entrepreneurs of the Eastern Cape, such as Silulo Uluto. They are part of this initiative because we believe holistically with everyone that is in the space, working with everyone, we can be able to come closer to a massive skills drive on digital literacy. That's in a nutshell as a program.